Greetings everyone. Welcome back to Storytime Recaps. In this video, I'm going to recap one of the films from 2017, Revenge. Before we start, I hope your day be filled with sunshine and smile. Enjoy the story. At the opening scene of the movie, a French millionaire named Richard is secretly dating an American socialite named Jen. The two fly out to his remote home in the middle of the Moroccan desert for a weekend together before his yearly hunting trip with friends Stan and Dimitri. Richard's helicopter pilot, Roberto, gives him some payout as a gift. When they have arrived, she seduces him, and afterwards, he calls his wife to check in. Jen is aware of her status as Richard's mistress. The next morning, to Richard's disappointment, Stan and Dimitri show up a day early. Richard is forced to introduce Jen to them, as he was planning on her leaving before they arrived. Jen has a great time drinking and dancing with the three men, while she conceals the payout in her necklace for Richard. When Richard declines to dance with her, she has fun doing a seductive dance with Stan. Jen awakes to Richard being away for the morning and Stan becoming more and more aggressive with his advances. Stan, saying she had gotten into a relationship with him the previous evening. Stan tried to get Jen to have sex with him, but he rapes her when she refuses, and Dimitri willfully ignores them. Richard comes back, scolds Stan, and gives Jen a big payment so she can move on from the whole thing. Jen demands to go home, and when he resists, she threatens to reveal their relationship to Richard's wife if he does not call her the helicopter immediately. Jen flees into the desert with the three men pursuing her, reaching a dead-end cliff when Richard won't send her home. After forcing Jen off a cliff and pretending to call his pilot to take her home, Richard pushes her and impales her on a tree in the fall. The three men promise to carry on with their hunting trip as if nothing had happened. The trio returns to the house, planning to retrieve her body after getting ready for their day of hunting. But she passes out and is left for dead. When Jen wakes up, she uses her lighter to light the tree in which she is impaled. When the tree breaks, Jen is able to escape, though a branch is still embedded in her body. When the men return, she hides. Night falls, and they track her bloody trail to a river. The three men have divided up to search after realizing she has escaped, so she is trying to avoid them as she makes her way through the desert. Jen finds Dimitri urinating in a river that evening, and he tries to shoot him with his own shotgun, but it's unloaded. Jen takes his hunting knife and stabs Dimitri in both eyes as he tries to drown her. While Jen takes Dimitri's supplies, the knife, and gun, he bleeds out in the river. After hiding in a cave, Jen uses the payout to make herself numb. She then removes the branch, uses an aluminum beer can to cauterize the wound, and brands herself with the beer's Phoenix logo. Jen decides to go after the men first after having several nightmares about them hunting her. Following the discovery and disposal of Dimitri's body by the two surviving men, Richard gives Stan the order to find Jen in his SUV the following day. They split up in separate vehicles to search the mountainside. Stan runs out of gas while on a rough mountain road and is in Jen's line of sight. Jen shoots him in the shoulder as he tries to fill up the tank. A long-range gunfight breaks out between Jen and Stan, during which Stan shoots Jen in the right earlobe. Stan is duped by Jen into stepping on a sizable shard of glass. Stan tries to run Jen down with the SUV after taking the glass off his foot. But Jen takes the car and uses Dimitri's shotgun to kill him. After not being able to contact Stan on the radio, an angry, exhausted Richard rides his motorcycle back to the house. After coming home, Richard makes a call to the chopper, takes a shower, and then hears a noise and looks around the house for Jen. When he's given up, she finds him and shoots him in the stomach. They then pursue each other through the house, shooting shotguns at each other. After using his shotgun to knock Jen unconscious, Richard tries to strangle her, but she pushes her hand into his stomach wound, forcing him to let go. After getting her shotgun back, Jen kills Richard by shooting him in the chest. When she hears the helicopter getting closer, a victorious but bruised Jen turns around and leaves the house.